Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of RBO. It's your boy Vaughn. Today, we're going to talk about the Minnesota Timberwolves. Now, this team's been on fire. They won their last 8 out of 10 games. They also are one game behind the Celtics for the number one record in the NBA at 19-5. They do sit atop the standings in the Western Conference, and I'm going to tell you guys why. Before I get started, though, like, subscribe, share this video with anybody that's interested, that's an NBA fan or even a Minnesota Timberwolves fan, because we got some juicy stuff to talk about today. Also, you guys, there's a link in the bio where you guys can become a member, starting at $2 all the way up to about $10, $12 a month. You guys get perks. You get access to these chats we have on IG that has a lot of news on every sport that's there to cover. We also give you guys live debates in the chat where guys go back and forth all the time. It's pretty interesting, pretty entertaining. So make sure you guys check that out. Also, we got a couple other shows you guys need to check out. We got BWT, that's Baseball with Teddy. We have CTC, that's Carl Talking College with my boy Carl. We have FFC, Fantasy Football with Coach. He breaks it down for you guys. Trust me, if you're in a fantasy league, you might want to check that out. If you have some debates on who you want to start, check out FFC. We have the Joe Jordan Show. We also have Dave's Doghouse, where if somebody's slumming, he going in that doghouse. You might want to check that out too. And we also have In the Red Corner. That's a boxing show, the newest show on the network. And you can't forget about the main show, Refuse to Lose, where they talk about almost everything on that show. So we have a lot of variety for you guys. So check it out, become a member, subscribe, and stay tuned. But let's get started with these Timberwolves. The Timberwolves, man, nobody expected this from them. I'm pretty sure. I know I didn't. I know they'll be a pretty good team, but a lot of people thought that the Cat and Rudy Gobert experiment wasn't going to be a good one. But if you look at it, they actually have been successful. And what I want to talk about you guys today is they have a big three and nobody knows about. I know everybody's going to say, man, we know they big three. They got Ant, Cat, and I guess Gobert. Nah. Ant is their best player. We all know that. He's the closer. We know that he's that wing guy that gets up in the defenders. He also that guy that can get a bucket at any time. He can close the game for you guys. But that's not the big three I'm talking about. This team has 3 centers that they can play at one time. I don't think I ever seen nothing like this, to be honest. You have Rudy Gobert. We know what he brings to the table: defense, rebounds. And this year, he's been a dunk machine. I mean, he gets the ball by the rim. He's dunking it. I like what I'm saying for Rudy Gobert. He has his days where he doesn't score. However, his real impact is on the defense and on the rebounds. He brings that every night. Cat, we know what Cat is. Probably the most talented big man in the league. I mean, he can dribble, he can shoot, he got moves. He'll dunk on you. He's a solid player. Sometimes you have to question his heart. However, when it comes to talent and skill, he's probably the best one in the league. Let's keep it real. I mean, Embiid is a beast, but he can't dribble like Cat. He can't even shoot like Cat. He's just more dominant than Cat. I mean, his mid-range might be better than Cat, I ain't gonna lie. Because his midi is crazy. He probably top 5 midi in the league, Joel Embiid. But when it comes to just pure talent, I think Cat is probably the best big man in the league when it comes to just pure talent. Now, there's a guy I want to talk to you guys about, and his name is Naj Reid, the four-year pro out of LSU. He was a beast at LSU, if you guys didn't know. I mean, you might, if you don't know, holler at my boy CTC Carl. He'll definitely break it down for you. This guy, Naj Reid, is making an impact on this team. He's a 6'9", I believe he's about 260 center. But he can dribble, he can shoot, and he got moves. Now, one thing that I can say, his trade ball is out of this world. This last 5 games, he's just been balling crazy. Let me check out. Let me run the stats down for you guys. Last game, 17 points, 5 rebounds, 3 from 5 from 3. I mean, from a center, that's all, off the bench. That's all I need. That's all I need from him. You know what I'm saying? Game before that, this is what he's capable of. Like, every playoff team has that bench player that can win them a game. You think about OKC when they had Reggie Jackson. He won them a couple of games. You know what I'm saying? This is their OKC. This is their Reggie Jackson, Naj Reid. He comes off the bench. He gives them buckets. He gives them size. And it's just matchup problems for teams, The game before that, 27.6 rebounds, 7 from 11 from three. Now that is crazy to me. 7 from 11 from your backup center off the bench. Come on, man. 17 points, 10 points, 15 points, 23 points. So this month he's averaging 18 points, 6.7 rebounds, and he's hitting at least 3 threes a game. Now, when you have three guys in the game that can give you 10 boards, three guys in the game that can check, maybe power forward centers that can protect the rim, that can get boards, that can just be big out there and create mismatch problems. That cause a lot of problems. Now, one thing that Cat can do is he can handle that rock. Now you see they run pick and roll. He throwing oops to these guys, and it's just getting crazy, man. So Naz Reid is really balling. He's ninth in scoring off the bench at 13.5 points a game. And I really like what I'm seeing from this team. They're a top defensive team, allowing the least points per game at 105. Also, the sixth rebounding team in the league, and also the number 7 in field goal percentage on offense. Now, all these numbers are attested to just the size that they have out there. Now, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, he's another acquisition that they have. He's a guard. He's kind of a taller guard. He's a solid addition for them as well. But when you got three bigs out there and two of them can hit the three, spread the floor out, that's problems. So Minnesota right now, they're really rolling. They're, like I said, they're number 1 in the West right now at 19-5, right behind Boston for the number 1 seed in the league. I'm looking for big things from this team in the playoffs. I don't expect a finals run, but you never know what you can get. They have a veteran and Mike Conley who's been there. He's been to the playoffs. He's had battles, game sevens. He's won, he's lost. So he hasn't been to the big game yet. However, he's that point guard that I think can be a point guard on a championship team if you have those pieces around him. And I think he has those pieces. Anthony Edwards, just a stud. I mean, this team was able to stay afloat when he was out for the short time he was out, and it's due to these big men. Cat, I feel like Cat is really the key to this team, though. We know what Ant-Man is going to bring. He doesn't fold. He doesn't shy away from being great from the moments. He's ready to come and play. He's ready to compete night in and night out. We just need to see the same thing from Karl Anthony Towns. And this year, so far, I've been liking what I'm seeing from him. He's been very aggressive. I mean, he just had a 40-point game. I mean, they did play the Pacers without Tyrese Halliburton, the worst defensive team in the league. But it's good to see it. Him and Ant, I believe, had 37. So if the big two can do what they do, then the big three, they're going to be what it be. You know what I'm saying? They're going to roll. I feel like this team has the chance to make some noise in the playoffs. I mean, with their size, teams will have a problem with that. And I think if they keep rolling like this, man, leading with defense, leading with their size, getting good shots, watch out. That's all I'm going to say is watch out, man. And this team, they just might make a little run. Like I said, I don't think that it's a finals team just yet. I have to see them in the playoffs. But they have the talent, man. They have what it takes. And we're going to really see what they're going to do. Right now, like I said, they're surprising everybody. Number 1 in the West, number 2 in the league right now. So we're going to see what they do. The season's still pretty young. About a quarter of the season's done. And we're going to keep it rolling. So that's all I have for you guys. Let's see the Timberwolves keep on rolling. Will they stay at top of the West and be the best? But will they fall? We've been waiting on this team to do something, to explode, and it looks like they figured something out. People didn't think the Gobert and Cat experiment would work, but it's working pretty well for them. Leading with defense, killing on the glass, getting good shots, and this team is winning. So, and Ant-Man hasn't even been exploding like everybody thought. I mean, he started the season off pretty well, but he kind of slowed down. I think that was because of the injury. But I think this team is a pretty solid team. I can't wait to see what they do once playoff time comes. Well, we'll see how they progress in the season. So before you guys go, like, subscribe, share this video with any fan, NBA, Timberwolves fan. We have plenty of other shows on the network, BWT, CTC, the Joe Jordan Show, FFC, Dave's Doghouse, In the Red Corner, and the Refuse to Lose show as well. So click the link in the bio, become a member, subscribe, and check us out. Stay tuned. But that's all I have for you guys. Have a good day.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.